Morning, y'all. I am kind of on an upswing out of this like roller coaster of my emotions, it feels like. Hopefully at least. It's very cold right now. If you saw last week's video, I did 2 hikes in a row. Beautiful sunny days and rained in the evening both days. Both days it called for storms and it didn't. And then the last 2 days, my rest day, and today it's just been raining like crazy. It's gorgeous out though. I love the rain. I love a moody rain. I will hike in the rain. It's one of my favorite times to hike actually. I hiked Costa Rica, and if you've ever hiked Costa Rica, you know even in the dry season, you're hiking in the rain. So really just love hiking in the rain. And right now, I can see my state park from outside my door and my window in my backyard. And it's all covered with like fog and clouds, and it's just, it's like the Pacific Northwest right now so much, which I consider myself to technically be in the Pacific Northwest, even though I'm not in like the coastal region, but I am in the Pacific area of the Northwest. It only takes, a lot less time than it would take me to get to the East Coast, so whatever. Anyways, today is upper body. I think I'm gonna try 95 pounds on that big old lat pull down back there. I think that's where I'm at. I forgot to check, but yeah, I could use an arm day. My legs are still a little sore from that almost 7-mile hike on Saturday. They weren't bad yesterday, which is great because I did part of that hike, not even that complete hike, in last September before I really started training, and my legs were like dead the next day. Like my calves were so sore, whereas like yesterday I was fine. I went on a little walk like on the treadmill to like loosen them up and had no problems. So yeah, just all around. Oh, also it's Monday, so it's day 1 of week 15? Holy crap, week 15. That's pretty good. And there's actually more weeks in there that I just didn't count. If you go back and look at the videos, you'll see why. But I should have counted those because they were way more than the week that I just didn't do anything. So I should technically be on like week 17 at this point. Crazy. And you know what? Like, girls, man, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like my muscles are getting stronger. I'm feeling like the fat is shrinking off of my body. I'm feeling like it's easier to move my body. I'm feeling like on that 3-hour hike that I did an hour in zone 3 and an hour and 50 minutes in zone 2, and I felt incredible. So I'm feeling like I'm the fittest I've ever been, and I'm not stopping anytime soon, which means every day I get a little fitter, and I'm just showing myself how capable my body is, which, wow, how cool is that? My body is showing me how capable it is. Holy crap, like that's the reality I'm in right now. My body is showing me like I just keep thanking it for my hike on Saturday because like it did incredible and I'm so proud of it, and like it's so capable, just like I'm so capable, but it's sometimes like feels like my mind is more capable than my body because I trained my mind first, but now like my body is showing me how capable it is, and that's the coolest feeling in the world. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get to this because I was supposed to be at it 5 to 10 minutes ago. Whoopsies. Let's do some lat pull downs. Oh, man. Okay. I did 95 pounds on lat pull downs and reverse lat pull downs, and oh my god, my arms were dead after that. And then I managed 2 10-rep sets of 25-pound shoulder presses, 25 on each side, 25-pound dumbbells, and then 25-pound bicep curls, which I've been kind of like not going as far down, and I went much further down today, so it was like a full extension. And then chest press, I went up to 75 pounds, which I've been stuck at 70 pounds for a while, so that was like about time, and I did 20 reps of that, so that was good. And then I got to dead hangs and scat pull-ups, and I was like, my arms are jello, this ain't happening. So I just walked on the treadmill for like 3 minutes to like loosen up, which like always, if it's a good workout, after the workout, like this tendon tends to like be in a little bit of pain, and it like goes down through my arm, and so I have to kind of somatic meditation that through, and like walk on the treadmill and just meditate on my arm. Yeah. I'm gonna go wake up my daughter, and I'm gonna go stretch, and then I don't know, my appetite's been really funny, so I'm gonna eat at some point, and I'm gonna try and either eat some granola or like some toast and eggs, because I have a lot of eggs. Once again, shout out the Well-Traveled Woman on YouTube. She's keeping me stocked with fresh chicken eggs. So yeah, well, let's get you my day. For breakfast, I'm gonna have some granola. This has coconut shreds, oats, chia seed, hemp hearts, flax meal, pumpkin seeds, dried raisins, egg whites, honey, olive oil, salt. Is there anything else in there? Oh, and nuts. Yeah, quite filling. I am having some leftover Indian food. There's lentils, vegetables, rice, some tikka masala chicken, and some naan. I don't know how much of this I'm going to eat, of the naan, I mean. I moved a bunch of furniture because I'm getting a new couch today, so all the old stuff had to be moved out. I am currently living on the floor. It's about an hour later and I'm hungry. I have not been really having bulldog ramen because it got so expensive. I recently started buying it again, and I've been craving it a lot, so I've been eating it a lot. And then while we were out of town, the kind that I cannot find in my town that I absolutely love, I found it, so I bought 2 packs of it, and now I'm just eating it like crazy. So some bulldog ramen here. Pretty good macros, actually. 13 grams of protein and 3 grams of fiber. So feeling good about that. I'm gonna have some of these wafer cookies because I need a sweet treat. Just a small update. I'm like cozy on my floor right now. I tweaked my back just slightly, ever so slightly, while I've been moving furniture all day. And my couch is coming tonight, and it's 8 pieces of large furniture to be put together. And so I am not going to walk today. I'm just gonna rest and meditate and all the good stuff, and then my extra workout is gonna be moving all this furniture, because I already we moved my old couch like across the living room, then decided to just go try and fit it in my husband's truck to take to the dump. Like, it's been, honestly, it broke a couple weeks ago. Like, my husband's fixed it like 6 times, and I like repaired all the holes and stuff in it. But like, it broke to the point that I was just like, this, like, I was sitting back so far because my front end was so far up, and so like we had to haul that out, and so we'll see how I'm doing tonight, but my back is hurting right now. Snack time. It's a mango. I have 1 or 2 pieces of these high quality chocolates. I'm in car, or waiting to pick up my daughter, and I made some popcorn before I left, so I'm gonna eat some of this. Tonight for dinner is a meatloaf, which I put a ton of veggies in my meatloaf. So this has mushrooms, zucchini, onion, garlic, bell pepper, and then I put bacon and meat, and then top it with brown sugar, ketchup, and mustard. My husband wanted cornbread, so I made cornbread, and then sweet potatoes. Having another piece of cornbread. Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday of week 15. That's great, because that means tomorrow's my rest day, and it is donezo for the week. I have been struggling to run, so to be honest, I've just been trying to release the friction by doing the easiest thing and just running and on the treadmill. And then I made it so easy on Thursday that I did it on a decline because I just want to run and I don't want it to kill my calves. So I could run like a mile straight on a decline, and I did it at like -3 and -2. Today I want to do at least a 5K. I would love to get to 3.6 miles because I said in earlier, maybe April or March, I said I wanted to do 3.6 miles for my birthday. And then I just struggled to run that week, and I did 6.8 miles of hiking that day, or the day after. That's fine. I may have even done 3.6 miles of hiking that day because I went hiking and I forgot to turn my watch on, so who knows. But I'm gonna do at least a 5K. I would love to get to 3.6 miles. Even better, I would love to get to 4 miles, but whatever, we'll see where I get. So I'm gonna start off on a -3, and then each mile I'm gonna move up by 1% incline, so it'll be 3, 2, 1, and if I get to mile 4, it'll be 0. So we'll see how my legs do. My right calf was really struggling, and my Achilles were really struggling after my race, and so I've just been trying to be kind to myself. I think I did. Have I run outside since? No, I haven't run outside since my race. So, I'm just being nice to myself, and instead of fighting myself, I'm just gonna do the easiest thing possible. And you know what? It's a workout. It's hard, so it counts. It counts towards my goals, right? So, I think that's all I'm doing. I'm on an upswing in emotions. My mood has been so much better, and my mind, I spent like 2 weeks just being really dark, and then like a week trying to climb out of that hole. And, my mind was really dark during that, even with all the meditation that I was doing and everything. And so it's been like, more positive and more like open and curious. A lot of like, show me the universe is good. Show me how much more I can get out of life, show me. Universe, show me. I don't know what you're showing me, but show me. So, I am gonna get to this workout, and you will see me and my crazy hair afterwards. I am not done yet, but I think my treadmill wasn't plugged in all the way because it just kept shutting off. Like, at first I was starting and then it shut off, so I was like, oh, what the heck happened? And it turned right back on. I went to the bathroom, come back in, run 1 mile, go to turn the incline up to 2%, and it just shuts off again. Like, as I'm like jerking because I'm in the middle of walking, like, oh my gosh, my knee kind of hurts now. We'll see if I can make it did 1 mile down. Let's see if we can do 2 and 3, and I don't think there's going to be a 4, but 2 and 3 I think we could do. 4.26 miles in an hour and 43 seconds. 14:16 pace. Yeah, I just look like I ran an hour. Amazing. I'm sweating so much. I did not go up on the decline at all. I stayed at -3. I tried to go -2 and it hurt my calf too much. And like I said, I'm going for easy and done, not kill myself. I don't need to. I was watching Rachel Rambles the other day, and she said it doesn't need to hurt to count. And that still was hard. It wasn't easy, but it still counts. Counts a lot. I'm sweating so much. That was 4 miles. That was my longest run ever. I'm feeling incredible and sweaty and hungry and thirsty because I drank an entire one of these. This is 32 ounces of electrolytes. So I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna dry off. I'm gonna stretch and I'm gonna eat. Forgot to show my breakfast this morning, but I have this square of breakfast cobbler. It's got rhubarb, oats, chia seeds, hemp hearts, flax meal, pumpkin seeds, eggs. Yeah, and then rhubarb. And then I put a thick layer of yogurt and a drizzle of honey on it, and I had that for breakfast. Now I'm gonna have some of this giant bowl of watermelon. A little bit of orange chicken and some noodles for first lunch. So I forgot I had to pick my daughter up today because her car broke down, so I'm starving. I got a Subway sandwich. I got a 6-inch on the cheese bread. I should have gotten it on wheat, but I didn't think it through when I just impulsive. Cheese bread sounded good, and then I got ham and salami and provolone, and then cucumbers, spinach, tomatoes, banana peppers, and roasted garlic aioli, and then baked chips. Oh, and a small root beer. Tonight for dinner is barbecue chicken, sweet potatoes, and stir-fried chard with bacon and balsamic vinegar. This is one of my favorites. This is like 2 cups of chard right here. I put like 4, 5, maybe 6 cups of chard, and this is over half of it. I made brownies. I am not impressed with this recipe. It's a bulk mix, and I've been trying different ways to make it, and so far none of them are good. I mean, well, okay, they're okay. They're a brownie, but none of them are great. I also forgot to mention I had 2 radishes and another slice of this to try it. Okay, I'm gonna put a hat on because this is crazy, but I just wanted to put it out there, you know? Show people realness. Look at this crazy bangs. Look at it. And now you won't be so distracted by my crazy bangs. They're still pretty crazy, but they're a little more contained now. So, good morning, y'all. It is Sunday. It is my rest day. And I am feeling good about this week. You know, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I didn't even work out at all, except for 1 upper body session. And last week, I was out of town, so I wasn't eating great. Also, the week that I didn't work out, I was eating mostly refined carbs. And this week, there were a couple days where I had pretty high sugar intake, and granted, one of them was like literally the day before I ran 4.25 miles, so like maybe my body just knew I needed extra carbs or whatever, but I don't know, like I'm having a lot of thoughts and feelings about eating sugar and carbs, refined carbs. I'm just trying to feel my feelings. I'm allowed to eat food. I'm allowed to eat food. I'm allowed to eat food. Like, there are no foods that I am not allowed to eat. Like, I know there are people out there doing a calorie deficit and they're restricting foods and they're doing, they're doing it that way. But that is not how I want to live my life. I want to eat food. And honestly, I feel better when I'm eating to fuel my body. I feel better when I'm eating 4 meals a day, or 4 meals and 2 snacks, or even 3 meals and 4 snacks, or whatever it is. I feel better when I eat that much. I feel like I have energy, so I'm allowed to eat food. I'm allowed to eat candy. I'm allowed to eat refined carbs. I'm allowed to eat pizza. I'm allowed all of the above. So I've been doing better. Let's leave it there. There's no more than I need in that sentence. I've been doing better. I've been doing better than 3 weeks ago. I've been doing better than last week. And probably next week I'll do better than this week, right? So, like, this is where giving myself grace and allowing myself to eat food is coming in, because I mean, I'm over here like I'm not gonna have lost any body fat. I'm gonna have gained weight. Like I'm gonna have gained fat. Like I'm so scared of gaining fat. Like I'm so scared of it. Like if I need to gain fat, my body obviously needed it for a reason, right? So I need to deal with my core belief about whatever my core belief is about fat. Probably that I'm a bad person if I'm fat, because wouldn't we all feel that way? Like I'm pretty sure even the people who are out there that are at their largest are probably feeling real shitty about themselves because they are at their largest. Like, all of our core belief is probably that if we are fat, we're bad people, right? So I just need to shine some light on that, allow that core belief to come up, not judge it for being here. I'm not a bad person because I have that belief in my body. I don't actively think that, and I do nothing with that thought. I don't go out there and judge large people or any of those things. Mostly I'm just mean to myself. So like I'm not a bad person for having these beliefs, for having any of the beliefs I do, because a lot of them are unconscious and have nothing to do with my active thoughts. And honestly, I never act on them. So, like, as long as I'm not acting on the thoughts, then, like, that's powerful stuff. To me, that's powerful stuff. I've talked about it before. Someone who actively has horrible thoughts and doesn't act on them is much more powerful a person than someone who doesn't have those negative thoughts. Like, I don't judge that person. I don't. I feel for them, and I think they're strong as hell. So I'm gonna deal with my thoughts about gaining weight and all of the fat and all of the things, and I'll continue to work out, because even if I haven't lost a single pound of fat over the last 4 weeks, which I highly doubt has happened, because I have been very active and I have made sure to get in the healthy foods where I can, and I don't think I've overeaten 3,500 calories per week, you know? I'm not eating that much, and I'm moving my body a ton. So this is just a belief I have to deal with. Somatic meditation, affirmations, the usual. And then, what did I do this week? Monday, I did upper body, and I upped my lat pull downs, both reverse grip and regular grip, to 95 pounds. Right now my goal currently is to get to 100 pounds. That's a big goal. And eventually I'd like to get to 150 and then 200 pounds because I am not going to be able to do a pull-up until I can do 200 pounds because I weigh 200 pounds. So I also did 75 pounds on the chest press. And I'm really proud of that one because, like, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, I was like at 60 pounds. And I'm like, I can do 70. And then I was at 70 for like 2 months trying to just get to 70. And then I don't know, I don't know why I never went back. I just kept, I don't know, I kept trying to move forward. That was weird. I don't know. And then, so I just moved up to 75 pounds and I'm really proud of that. And honestly, like, I've been looking at myself naked in the mirror lately, and I think I'm finally starting to get clear perception of myself because, like, I stood up straight and I was like, damn, girl, you got a body on you. Like, damn. Like, I am proud of the way I'm looking, and that's weird to say because I haven't said that since I lost a ton of weight, but I didn't gain muscle. I lost muscle too back in 2017. Yeah, I think it was 2000, maybe 2016. It was like 2016, 2017, but I was like teeny then, but now I'm teeny and like getting defined. So, and then I walked on Monday, and then Tuesday I ran 5 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 5 minutes on, 2 minutes off, and then I think it was 2.5 minutes on, 2.5 minutes off. I forgot to write it down, and my Garmin isn't great about showing exact timing, so I think it was that. And then I did like 1.5 miles, and it was like 13.5 minutes of running. And then in the afternoon I just walked. And then Wednesday I did leg day, and oh my god, so last week I talked about how I did 4 exercises. I did squats, lunges, or reverse lunges, Bulgarian split squats, and calf raises. Well, this week then I added my step ups and Romanian deadlifts. My legs last week were dead. I think adding all those new exercises in was too much at one time. This week, way better, way better. But I did, well, and I didn't do I did like 20 of the Bulgarian split squats, so like 10 on each leg. And then I've been doing 3 sets of 10 of squats with 25 pounds. And then like my lunges, I did only like 20 of them. And then the RDLs, I think I did 30 of them, and I feel really good about that one. I'm really good. The hinging was a new exercise for me, and I really enjoyed that. And then when I got to the step ups, my legs were so sore though that I couldn't do my normal step up amount, so it was a little lower this week. Hopefully next week I'll be able to bump it back up. And then in the afternoon I just walked, and then honestly, I'm thinking about this. Monday and Tuesday I actually didn't walk. I only got like 7,000 and 8,000 steps. I didn't do an afternoon walk. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling, like, I was just like, I'm gonna get in what I get in, and that's it. And then Wednesday I walked, and then Thursday I ran in the morning, and I ran on a decline of -3 and for a mile, and then -2 for a mile. And then in the afternoon I went on a hike with my friend Randy. We went to one hike by the Flathead River and it was flooded, and so we were like, okay, we'll turn around and we'll go to another one near here that we both know. And it was very, very wet. My shoes are waterproof, and even my socks were wet by the end of it because there was just so much water everywhere. It's been raining, and so it was just flooded, but it was good. It was a beautiful experience. So, and then so that was Thursday. Friday, core day, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite days because of the deep core work. I am loving it. So I upped my rows, and now I can't remember how much to. I think to 75 pounds. That doesn't seem right though. Maybe it was 80 or 85. I can't remember. And then I upped my kickbacks to 70 pounds. And then I did my deep core work, which I'm loving. Plank, I made it up to 1 minute and 15 seconds. Bird dogs, I did 60 of them, like 30 on each side, and that was with 10-pound weights in my hand. Dead bugs, I did 60 of them with 10-pound weights in my hand. And my V-sit, I've been holding the 10-pound weight, and I did I want to say 35 seconds, which my abs were sore the next day. And then I did get in my Palov press, which I moved that up to 30 pounds last week. I think I forgot to mention that. And I didn't have time to get in my step-ups, but my daughter only has 2 more days of school, and then it's summertime, and so I'm going to be sleeping in later over the summer so that I can stay up later with my family, because they're all kind of night owls. And then I'm going to be working out probably a little longer all summer long, just because I have the ability to get my full workout in and never miss anything, because there's no alarms going off to wake up anybody. And then Saturday, you saw that I ran 4.25 miles. I hit 16,000 steps without doing any kind of walking in the afternoon, so I didn't go on a walk, and I'm glad I didn't, because I went to bed at 7:30, and I did not get to sleep until after 10 o'clock because my legs were just releasing and just they were in so much pain. But it was just a lot of somatic meditation and releasing to allow me to go to bed. And this morning I'm like, whoa, I ran 4 miles yesterday. I can feel it in my hips. So I am feeling really good about that, really strong about that. Just feeling fantastic, so proud. So, which I did eat a bunch of sugar on Friday, not, okay, when I say a bunch, I had 5 bites of ice cream, because I cannot finish the entire, Costco needs to offer smaller sizes of their ice cream, because I eat 5 bites of that thing and I'm done. So I had 5 bites of ice cream, and then I had 2 lace cookies, and I had a piece of rhubarb cake that I make myself, so it doesn't have as much sugar as store-bought stuff, and it has more fiber in it, so that's a good thing. So that was a bunch of sugar for me on Friday. And then on Saturday, I ran 4.5 miles. And I'm not saying I burned off that sugar. I'm saying I used those carbs while I was running to fuel my run, which I will say by mile 3.5, I was starving. I'm not going to be a gel kind of person. I'm going to be I need real food in my stomach, because my stomach was rumbling. I'm going to need with fiber in it. It has to have fiber and protein. I can't just have straight carbs and sugar. That's just not going to work for me. So, overall, it was just a really, really fantastic week for fitness. I hit a lot of goals. 4 miles was a goal for me in running, and yes, I know there are a lot of people out there who would judge me because I did it on a decline and on a treadmill, but like, I did it, and it was hard. It wasn't easy. Like, I can't do that in real life. I can't do that outside. So, like, the fact that I was able to do it at all is fantastic. And anyone who judges me for doing that, they're not my friend. They're not my friend. And they're not someone I want to take advice from anyways, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I did it, and I'm proud of what I did. So, I have a feeling next week will be better about sweets, but I also have to understand that those sweets are fueling my body just as much as, I mean, I'm getting nutrients from watermelon, right? But I'm also still getting the sugar that turns into the glycogen that turns into ATP, which turns into energy in my body. Like, that is what, so if you don't know this, what, like, everybody knows mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. But do you know what mitochondria actually do? They turn your food into energy. That is their job. That's why they're the powerhouse of the cell, because they are the powerhouse. They turn things into power. They're not just, we're like, with saying that, we're like, we don't know what that means. They're like they're an electric company, you know? They're your power company. They're turning your stores of food into ATP, which is what your body runs on. ATP is your primary electricity and fuel source in your body. Your brain takes up most of your ATP in your body, and then the rest of your body functions on this electricity, which is ATP, right? So, like, freaking wild. But those lace cookies and that rhubarb cake, which I didn't I put too much frosting on it, and I, like, if there's too much frosting, I'm gonna scrape it off. So I, like, scraped some of the frosting off, and I mostly had cake. So, like, those carb sources and those sugar sources are also fueling my body. My brain will use that sugar just as much as it'll use the sugar from watermelon. Sure, I get more nutrients from watermelon, which is why I try to eat just as much watermelon. No, I try to eat more watermelon than I do rhubarb cake. But also my brain is getting energy from the rhubarb cake. So, this is my struggle this week. And if you're struggling with feeling like you're gonna get fat and that makes you a worthless, terrible person, like, I'm right there with you. And don't judge yourself for feeling that way. It's not like, genuinely, even if we feel it about ourselves, like, we can heal that, and then we're not feeling it about ourselves, and then we're not thinking it about other people because we don't feel it about ourselves, because in general we're just out there projecting our internalized beliefs onto other people. And so I'm going to see this wound, because that is what it is, a wound. I'm going to see this wound that makes me feel bad for getting fat. I'm going to put some light on it, say, hello, I see you, and I'm not mad at you for being here. You're just here. There's nothing wrong with that. You're just here. And as I love you and I accept that you're here, you'll start to release. And it's so funny, as I'm saying this to you guys, explaining it, I can feel it happening in my body. I want to cry a little bit because I'm just like, oh, it's right here and it's moving up. And I'm just like, hello, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've judged you so much for feeling this, but I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. That seems like a good place to leave this, so I will leave this here. I will see you in the next one, and remember not to judge yourself. Just be kind to yourself. If you are judging yourself, catch yourself in the moment and say, no, I'm not going to say those words to myself. I'm going to say kinder words, and then intentionally say kinder words, because not all thoughts in your brain are intentional. Some of them just come in like clouds, and they're passing through, and suddenly and sometimes they're rainy and gray, and you're like, ew, look at that cloud. Oh, it looks like pollution. And then it sticks around because you're like, ooh, ew, judging it, and it's like coming in deeper and deeper and getting bigger. But if you're just like, wow, look at that cloud, it's so gray and it looks like it's gonna pour rain on anybody and maybe lightning. Ooh, it might cause a fire. Ooh, okay, well, let's keep an eye on it. If it causes a fire, we got some water. And if it rains, maybe flowers will grow. So, oh, look, it's passing by, cloud. Bye, cloud. So, be kind to yourself, okay? Because those clouds in your mind, they're not all intentional. Some of them are just passing through, and all you have to do is say hi and bye. So, we'll see you in the next one.